You're listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more. What up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome to a brand new Comic Crusaders podcast. I'm your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders Undercover Capes. You know what we do over here, man? We're talking about like awesome folks all the time. And today is just another awesome day because we're going to have another amazing person here that basically is all about all 48, drive your dreams, bro. His whole life mission here, not just his, but his ladies. This is a family affair, bro. The Hollingworth family, all right? So their entire goal and their mission is to help people of all walks of life into driving their dreams. You feel me? Right there, yo. They're doing like God's work right here. They're on a special mission here to provide entrepreneurs and people, you know, again, from across all walks of life, an opportunity to understand that their dreams are in fact achievable. Let me introduce the one and only Mr. William Hollingworth. Wepa, what up, hermano? How you doing?
How's it going, Al? It's a privilege to be here.
Yeah, brother, thank you for coming on and talking about this amazing journey of yours, brother, because, man, we got a story to tell today. I mean, you see this awesome individual right there with this amazing looking book on the side, right? Living this amazing life right now, right? But there's a whole story behind, you know, he has a journey here before he got here. So let's begin to talk about that a bit, Will. Where you from originally? Where you hail from? Where you born, raised at?
Great question. So I'm home and born and raised in San Antonio, Texas. I think that took a critical role in my journey just because I'm center of the United States, you know, center south.
Okay. So center south. So talk about growing up there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, San Antonio. Real diverse place. Of course, you were raised in New York, so you know where I'm coming from. A lot of different culture, a lot of different fun, and it's good for you. It's good for helping you grow. It's good for giving you that foundation to want to grow.
Isn't it mind blowing to you when you see all this stuff that goes on in the news, and it's like, how is this not normal to you? Because we grew up in those multicultural environments that it's just natural to us. It's not outside the norm, right?
Yeah, it's crazy to me. And when I went into the military, you get people from all kinds of different walks of life, and a lot of them share the same military upbringing we do. Yeah.
Thank you for your service, hermano. Let me just say thank you so much for mentioning that. Thank you for putting your life out there for us citizens, brother. I appreciate it wholeheartedly.
Hey, thank you all.
So let's talk about the journey, though. So you grew up out there, man. How was your youth like, man? What was your tribe like? How was it growing up out there?
It's a little bit of a rougher area. Actually, me and my wife, we met in high school. We became teen parents at 16 years old.
What?
And so that's
how did you guys meet?
That's a scary situation. She moved in down the street from me. So trouble in the air.
Oh, that was the girl. Oh man, really? The neighbor, the girl next door type.
That's right. She's a little older than I am, so we always joke that she
scouted
me out.
Hey, look at you.
But yeah, we.
Wait a minute. So as a young boy, you were always chasing the cougars, bro?
I was liking the older girls.
I'm just joking with you, but that's awesome. So, all right, so yeah, I grew up in the same hood. She moved into the neighborhood. But how did you guys connect? Well, you know, who made the first move to say hello?
Actually, through a mutual friend, we met at a little get-together party, and she'd already seen me before since you know, I lived on the street. And so she kind of reached out to me, and so one thing led to another, you know, and we became parents at 16, and she was a little older than I was.
Wait. Were you guys kind of in a long term at the time, or was just like you know?
Not a long term.
Things happen, and oh wow, really?
A couple months of teenagers dating, you know, and so scary situation, scary statistic.
How did you guys deal with that? And how did your parents kind of how was their feelings in this?
Yeah, so the thing is, neither one of us came from economically very high demographic homes.
Brother, now we all don't. I feel that, but I mean, Puerto Rock and New York, just because I live in New York, I mean, we were struggling. You know what I mean? We were getting by the hair of our teeth, but God bless. I had great parents that just made sure that we always have food in our tummy and a roof over our head.
That's right. Getting by on hard work and dreams. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And what our parents didn't have in monetary wealth, we got in support and wisdom. And then
emotional support. There
that's
you go.
right. That's right.
That's so much
Both.
more important. You know what? I don't give a fuck about money at the end of the day. That emotional support, that is priceless.
That is. There's no monetary value on that. Like that takes you so much further. And I write about that. That was a key foundation to us starting on the right path.
Fantastic. So, what was going on when the baby was coming? I mean, what was that like? It's how old are you specifically? Were you guys?
I'm 27 now. I was 16 then, and she was 17, about to be 18.
Wow. So y'all was just in high school.
Oh yeah.
So,
very scary.
So, but it was a mutual decision. We're going to keep the baby.
Yes, and Jessica was very emotionally strong in that time period. To be honest, I think seeing how I knew I would have to be a provider, I was facing a lot of fear. As most 16-year-old men probably would.
Well, I can't imagine a 16-year-old like, holy shit, I'm not no longer playing video games. I got to get out there and like feed my family. So, how did you feel? How did you go through that? I mean, emotionally and mentally, how did you deal with that?
So, being that we're in a little bit of a more rural area, what happened was Jessica looked into some programs, and we actually were able to enroll in a program within a nearby high school where it's self-paced. So it's good for dropouts, it's good for people that are behind, and it's good for people that are going to be teen parents that want to graduate a little early. That allowed us a platform to start accelerating our academic career. I had already started high school a little earlier than most. I started my high school classes in 8th grade. But that gave me the goal, the finish line in mind. I had to finish high school before my son was born. And so that's what I did. We both worked really hard. She helped me, since she's older than me, she helped me with some of my classes that were upcoming. And we finished the Christmas break before our son was born, so about 3 months beforehand. Both with high school diplomas, we powered through. And
so you didn't even drop out. You kept going.
Sir.
You hear this, folks? Oh, they pushed through on it. Wow, yo. Unheard of. That's very good. God bless you guys, man.
Thank you. And so we pushed through. Of course, I was working full time at the same time, so the school was flexible. As long as I was knocking out courses, they would allow me to go there in the morning and then work the rest of the afternoon. But the day I finished, I ditched the job I had, got a full 9-to-5 job, and just powered through. I enlisted in the military. Of course, I was underage, so it was pretty funny. My parents not only had to sign for me to join the military for the United States Army.
You joined this before the age of 18. You made that decision. Oh shit!
Yes, I did. I always knew
Whoa, G.I. Joe right here for real.
I always knew I wanted to be in the military. It was just working with my parents to find something that they were comfortable signing me over. Since it's before I was 18, and then we also got married before I left. That way they could go with me. Did your lady
join the service too, or it was just you?
Just myself.
Okay.
Just myself. And so she began college and then went full time, watching our son. And I worked all the way till it was time to leave, and I left 10 days after my 18th birthday.
What did she do for college?
So she was going for general studies, but actually after I went in, my MOS, so my job in the military was a 68 whiskey, which is a medic. And so that put my foot in the door into the medical field. And then she was able to kind of follow that same path. So she also went down the route of the medical field.
Oh, man. So you guys keep serving the public. Thank you again. Holy smokes, bro.
Thank you.
That's crazy. I mean, with COVID and all that happened last year, I mean, you guys were definitely our front line. So thank you, for real.
Thank you.
For doing that.
Yeah, and it brought certain challenges. It brought challenges with traveling, you know what I mean, which is kind of the theme of the book.
That's definitely I want to talk about. It's like,
oh, yeah.
So you guys, here we are with young parents. You guys powered through, graduated. Then your lady continues her education. You you went to the workforce, but hit the military. You're like, I'm gonna do this. Did you yourself continue your education after the military?
I did.
And what did you take?
Military. So I went for health science because my credits that I achieved in medical school carried over into college.
Nice.
And so, it was a great program from Purdue University. and I was able to get my associates before I even got out of the military. And
wow, really?
Yes, sir.
Holy bro, you see this man? Oh, you're a doer, kiddo. Holy shit.
Thank you. And
wow.
I'm in the military as a medic. The whole time I was volunteering for deployments because it's why I joined. It's what I wanted to do. I ended up getting deployed with less than 30 days notice because it was kind of like a rapid deployment, and I volunteered for it. Joined up with that unit, and when I came back, I had just about a year left. So I spent that year kind of planning my exit.
Okay.
I get out of the military, and I use my GI Bill to start, walking towards that bachelor's degree.
So the GI Bill is real and it works towards
it is. It's great. It's a great thing we have here in the States for people looking for opportunity, especially people like me who I didn't come from somewhere where I was going to get put through school, no handouts. And so
beautiful.
It was a good goal that I knew from the beginning I would get at the very end.
Okay.
So it works. Not only do they pay for your school, they pay you to go to school. So all the veterans out there, I just encourage them to use it. I encourage them to take advantage of that. Know what I mean? They earn that. They should.
Do you know what the percentage may be of actual veterans that take advantage of that program?
So on deployment, I was looking through potential schools to use, and most of them were having like 50 to 60% graduation rate. So it looks like a lot of veterans either aren't using it or they're using it, getting a little bit out of it, and then stepping off the gas. Maybe they find what they want to do. Yeah. Maybe they find what they want to do, and that would be great. But
I hope so.
I would strongly encourage everyone that is coming up from a rough upbringing like myself, coming from a lower demographic. I greatly encourage them to take advantage of that program if it's in their heart to do so.
And I love how you say that because again, what's your background, heritage, if you will?
Yeah. So out here, it's probably a country bumpkin. But if we go further back, the Hollingworth name comes from British descent.
Okay.
And so we came over here to the States, and most of us actually, we discussed this in the beginning. There's the Hollingsworth, which are more true to the culture, and then the Hollingworth is more of the lineage that kind of dropped it and went the lower demographic. Right.
If you don't have the S, they're trying to tell you from the ghetto, then
they know it. They know it. You can't fake it, man. They know it.
No, the reason I say that because I also want to kind of present here is like, I've had a lot of white friends, and I hear the word white privilege and everything. It's like, not every white person is privileged. Not every white. I mean, I have friends that are white, and believe you me, they were down with us in the hood, like struggling, just like us. So
I remember,
it's not everybody that has that privilege. It's a certain few.
Exactly. I remember on my 16th birthday, all I asked was for a bicycle so I could ride to jobs. And so I spent my whole 16th birthday applying for jobs, got one at Dairy Queen, and the only present I wanted was a bike so I could ride from Dairy Queen back home.
Yo, I love them Dairy Queen burgers though. Them burgers is fucking banging, son. That and them shakes, son. Whoo!
Yep. Here in Texas, we got the Jalito burger. We got
my God.
On it. Oh yeah.
I know. Sir. I gotta visit Texas because even though I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm still Latino, and I know that Texas has a lot that Tex-Mex mix of food. They have motherfuckers like y'all could cook.
I just had a buddy he's a paramedic in Vegas. He was in the Marine Corps. He's actually working on a mental health book right now. And he came down, and all he wanted to do, get food. That was it. Like, so I had to basically trick him into doing fun stuff. That way we could get food, the whole time. But we got it, man. That's why we're so out of shape here. The weather's horrible. The food's great. You know what I mean? You want to stay inside and
get it. Hey, listen, I have a remote job, and over here I'm starting to find all the Puerto Rican spots, the Cuban spots, the Mexican spots. It's dangerous, bro, for Al Mega. I'm going to be Al Mega alone real soon. You know what I mean?
Hey, in my opinion, though, Florida, coolest state. Out of all 48, went to all of them, spent time in all of them. We love Florida.
Oh, that's what I want to talk about. Let's get into that whole journey. So here we go. First, single parent, right? Yeah. I mean, young parents.
Yes,
you get into the military, your lady continues her education, right?
Mm-hmm.
You then finish your military, get educated some more. Fantastic, right? When did these guys decide to say, yo, I want to travel around the States?
Yeah.
What made that decision happen, yo?
It was out of nowhere, really. So I get out of the military, and I'm going to school, but I don't really have a big purpose. I mean, I'm training at a local gym I like, and, my wife, she's working on getting her phlebotomy certification, but at the moment we're kind of in purgatory. And it's been probably like 8 months of being out. And I was just doing odd jobs here and there and make some money along with my college fund, that way I could pay bills and have a little bit extra for the family. And we were literally working on a fence for someone. We're building a fence. We finished it up. I'm doing the final inspection. And I remember I just stood up and looked around and I was like, man, I want to do more than this. I want to do something big. Like, I don't even know what I want to do. And I looked at
like,
Jessica,
what am I doing?
I know. Jessica, actually, she just finished phlebotomy school. And so she quit. She was working as like a vet tech, working on kennels for animals. And she quit that job because she's about to start the new one in a week. And so she was also kind of in purgatory. So she's helping me on the fence. I turned to her and I was like, let's go somewhere. And she was like, what do you mean? Like, I was like, I don't know. Just like, let's go do something. And she's like, you want to go to like the coast? Because here in Texas, that's something we do. It's like in Florida, it's only a few hours away. So it's common for us to make a trip down there. And I was like, no, let's do something big, and we don't got no money. We got old cars. My car was older than me. And she's like,
that's mad ghetto, bro. I listen.
Know.
No, not for nothing, bro. I mean, our first cars were older than us. I was like, yo, listen, as long as it goes from A to B, my brother, it does the job, right?
That's what we were doing, but we wanted to go to C. We just didn't know where C was. And I was like, I don't know, let's do something big. Let's go to California. And she was like, California.
I got to ask here, though, because this is the crazy part to me. Because, again, for me, when I start thinking, all right, you guys want to, like, start driving around. I mean, were you in a financially comfortable situation to do that?
No, not at this point. No.
So you're that crazy to just F it. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm out of my mind. I think that's how I got here. Because
holy crap, dude.
At that point, very little money, very, very little going on for ourselves. And I was just, let's go west. The farthest west we can go, that's California. And I was like, let's do it. She's like, how? And I was like, we got a credit card, and I don't advise everyone to use credit card, but I'm like, we got a credit card. Let's do something crazy.
You're bugged out, son.
She looked up, because I finished a big project. She had no work for the next week. It was just like an opportunity kind of aligned.
The window, God put that window for you.
Yeah, it was just there. It was so crazy. It just lined up a week of nothing on my plate. And we just looked up the cheapest rental car we could get. We called my mom and asked if she would watch our son, Colt. He was about 5 at the time.
Oh, thank you. Because I wanted to ask her, like, you're traveling, are you taking your kid with you or do you leave the kid behind? I mean.
So on trips 2, 3, and 4, he was, but on the first trip, we had no plan. We had no direction. We just
had no idea what you were doing. So anyway, that's the practice run.
Not at all. Just a burning passion. Absolutely. And so my mom, if she wouldn't have watched him, we would have took him, but she was a great grandma. She said absolutely.
Shout out to Grandma H.
That's right. Nice. Grandma's everywhere. And so we went to Enterprise, loaded it up, and we took off. We had no plans other than that. We just knew we had to go west. And so we're going down I-10 and we're just bouncing ideas back. What are we going to do? How's this going to work? Like, what's going on? What are we going to spend? We're doing this?
Did you even take any equipment to kind of plan out what you were doing? What type of equipment did you even take?
We just got some old, not even secondhand, third-hand iPhones. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? Used phones is what you used?
Little Ford Fiesta rental car. And we just head for it. And we're going down there. And we're like, what are we going to do? And we're just bouncing ideas back and forth. And Jessica's like, I don't know, but I'm hungry. Let's stop and get something. I was like, well, let's get here in Texas. We got Whataburger, and I'm like, well, let's get Whataburger because we're not going to get it once we get into other states.
What?
It's Whataburger. It's a Texas thing. It's in like Georgia a little now, but yeah, it's like In-N-Out from California. We got Whataburger. Okay,
I've been to an In-N-Out. I finally got to try one, and that shit was slamming.
It's good. It's good. It's making its way here now. We're happy about it. Okay. We just act like we're not because Texas. But and it clicked. I was like, well, if we got our Whataburger, then everywhere else has to have their own state thing too, right? And so we start looking up state franchises and putting that on our list. We're like, wow, we can try something new in every state. Something small because we don't want to break the bank, but we can make that work. And I'm like, well, since we're going to stop in every state for food, we should stop in every state for a stop. And so we start looking up stops in every state because you can't just drive through a state. You can, but I mean, if you really want to visit it, you got to look something, you got to stop somewhere, experience it.
Absolutely.
And so we're like, okay. So we're going to California. So we're going to pass through New Mexico, Arizona, into California. Let's come back a different way and hit a state and a food stop every way on the way back. And so now we're starting to come up with ideas, you know, and we're starting to kind of get a rhythm to this. And but we only had 5 days, but we make this huge trip, seeing different people, different places, doing all this different experience, and it was incredible. We get back at the end of the week and we feel like different people almost. Like we went through a big journey and we're like, that was great. That was so awesome. Like that, not a lot of people do that, but that was so easy to do. And we're immediately talking about, we could do this, like this could be our thing. We could do this, you know, a lot. And in the beginning, almost everyone that wasn't direct family, almost everyone hated it. They're like, oh no one wants to do that.
Really? Yeah, of course, haters, you know. But you know what though?
Everyone.
That's the last people you should ask, yo. Then because them motherfuckers are like always gonna be the haters. Why this and why? Listen, bro. This is why I love to talk to people like you, because you inspire me. Like, you know what? I should drive through Florida. Let me see, you know. Let me find out who the real Florida man is.
You come down to Texas, we'll be getting Whataburger.
Oh, bro, yeah. Listen, we're not too far. I would drive that shit and hook up with you and record ourselves and the Almega experience with Whataburger.
Oh,
it's Mr. H.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I would do
all
that.
Kinds of stuff. And it's actually, we'll get to it, but actually part of our mission now is taking other people to travel. So we've been taking people on trips, and I'll wrap up on all that.
Oh, right, we're going to talk about that. No worries.
We do the first trip, and direct friends, direct family, they got our backs. Everyone else thinks it's a terrible idea. Horrible.
Fuck them haters, all right?
But we loved it. We were like, that was something so different, so crazy. And there's no intention to write a book or anything like that at this point. And so this journey takes us into this new mindset of life of like, we can do these big things. Nice. You know, before we were kind of down on our luck, and this 1 week made such an impact on us. And so it gave us so much more knowledge and culture and conversations, like, you know, talk layers of ourselves. And so it becomes this thing we do where each year we go on a new trip, and we've moved up a little bit in life each year. You know, that's struggles and setbacks come up, but we keep moving forward a little bit, and we do the second trip. And the second trip takes us all the way up northeast into Canada at Niagara Falls, east to Portland, Maine, and then back down to Texas. And same thing, we hit a new stop in a new state everywhere we go. We didn't go into nearly as much debt on this one. We saved like half the budget for this trip, you know, so we're a little bit better. We do the second one, and people are kind of like, oh wow, like y'all are like travelers, you know. People started looking at it a little different, like, y'all are like, nice. Y'all do cool stuff.
And where are you posting this stuff?
At the time, we're not even posting at the time. This is just,
you're not even sharing your journey socially. You're just doing your thing.
No. If we looked at my Facebook, the only way it's on my Facebook is if my wife tagged me in it, you know, because she's more active than I am. But
I mean, us dudes are lazy for that shit.
We are. We're so bad, man. And now looking back on it, I wish I would have listened to her more, because the whole time she was trying to take photos.
Oh yeah, man. The ladies are right, man. These ladies, our queens, be right at you know what? I hope she don't listen to this yet, but my baby be right. You know, about 99.9% of the time, I just be pushing back because I just want to be an asshole. You know.
I know. You just don't want to budge. So we're doing stuff, and I get a better job. I go from having no job to, you know, a decent job I kind of like, to a job I really love, but it's not in the medical field, and I don't have my degree quite yet. And
it's still a job, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, it's still a job, but I really like it. And like, they actually start sending me to travel internationally. I go to Brazil and Germany. I never even dreamed of this. Yes, my job. I'm there 3 weeks at a time with the locals and stuff.
That's so fire.
And so like, everything's just compounding for me. And then we plan out the third trip. It almost got canceled, but we make it happen. We go to Florida. Florida is amazing. We hit North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida. Now we're 100% on budget. You know what I mean? Even though it's a small trip, and we got more elements to us, more personal. I finished my bachelor's degree. I'm doing a job. Hey there.
That's my nephew. And this is my beautiful niece, and it's her birthday this weekend. So they're leaving me. Oh, so just say hello.
Happy
Let me say hello. He says happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Hey, there we go.
Welcome.
That's my beautiful family. Yeah, they're leaving. They will live in West Palm. We're here in Orlando. They got a long drive ahead of them. Love you guys. Yeah, and my boy William says hello.
Orlando, I'll be there February.
Oh, really?
I'll be there February. Disney World.
Oh, really? Please.
Disney World. It'll be on the page. I will definitely hit you up. We'll
Yeah, hit me up, man. We could go, man. Yeah, hook up at well, what is that? They have this Disney whole place. They have restaurants and everything. We could hook up there. Hell yeah, bro! I would love to meet you and your family in person.
Oh, that'd be great. And I just ordered my Comic Crusaders shirt, so I'm gonna wear it to Disney World.
Oh, really?
And we're gonna take it. We're gonna post it on the page when we're there.
Man,
we're taking you
much.
Absolutely,
I appreciate that, Carol.
Absolutely. The site's great, everyone. You got to check it out. You got to check it out.
I work hard on it, and so does my team. I love my whole team, and thank you for everybody that actually checks us out, man. I mean, this is what gives me the opportunity to talk to amazing people like you, William. Though, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
You inspire me because it's like I would love to do something like this with my family. Just jump in a damn car and start traveling. It's like, this country is beautiful. We don't need to step out of this country to see beauty. It's here.
There's so much. And
so talk about that whole journey, man. Because I mean, here you are, start traveling, and I definitely want to know when you decided to put this on paper to be like, yo, folks, here's this beautiful book. And I love that cover.
Thank you. So we finished the third trip. Almost a year goes by. Again, we're moving forward in our careers. People are starting to really embrace it after the third one. They're just, what are y'all doing next? And we're telling them, like, oh man, we got this big one, the biggest and baddest planned. It's 2,400 miles. It's great. We're going to go up into Yellowstone. Everything. We're going to finish off the 48 connected states. We're still not even posting it. We're still not even thinking about a book or anything. We're just doing it because we like it. We found this thing that in the beginning everyone kind of dissed on, and now it's becoming something kind of, it's kind of something. And we go on this fourth trip, and we're having a great time. We're way better travelers now. We're not making the financial bad decisions. We're budgeted, even though it's a big trip. The budget's no problem.
But is the journey of you doing this kind of helping you in supplementing that financial side of it?
Absolutely. It's totally changing my mindset and my focus. I now have something like a mission I'm on. It's something that I found organically. And so
this define his mission. The new priority is I love it.
Exactly. It's changing everything. When I'm working and when I'm doing stuff, I know that I'm going to do this big thing in my head. That's a big deal to me. And I'm always moving towards that goal. And so we do the fourth trip, and literally we're coming through. We're on probably our last 2 states of the fourth trip. And the whole family, my wife and my son, they're asleep in the car. And I know we're about to wrap up the trip. I'm like, man, this is something. Like, this is something.
You felt
big.
You felt the energy.
I did. I was like, I feel like it's not over. I'm like, maybe, this extensive of road trips is, but I feel like there's something I should do with this. I'm just rolling around in my head trying to figure out what it is. And I was literally sitting there filling up the car and gas, and like the sun was coming up, and I was like, this could be something. This could be something that helps people. This is actually something kind of cool.
But they gave you such good energy, right?
Yeah, it started going great. It was great for me, and then people around us started really liking. People were reaching out to us. Hey, we're going to travel. Have you been to these states? Yes, we have. What do you recommend? What do you think of it? And we're talking to them about it. I was like, this could be something. What should it be? Should it just be a blog? Should it be? I don't know. I'm not really into that. It could be a book. I was like, could it be a book? I guess it could. Like, it was just.
And you've never written before, mind you, right?
No, just college papers, but never published anything.
Nothing on this joint. Okay.
Yeah, nothing. And so I as soon as Jessica and Colt wake up, I tell them all about it. I'm super excited. I actually passed up the last stop on the trip, so Jessica was pissed at me because it was a Native American museum she wanted to go to.
Oh my God, really?
She's Native, and so she really wanted to experience it. But I was just so enthralled. I missed it. We had to make an alternate stop. Had to buy her shrimp dinner for like a week, just to
it cost you.
Oh yeah, costly mistake. And so it starts becoming a thing to me, and I tell my closest friends, but I don't really tell a whole lot of people about it. I just know it's something that I think could become something. Yeah. And I start working on this book throughout the year, and I start having Jessica. I was like, hey, I'll do all the writing. Can you replan out all the trips we did and the stops? Can you get the mileage, the expenses we did? Because this is for people of all budgets, all walks of life, everyone that just wants to do something. Like it's for that. You could start where I started with nothing, and you could end up where I ended, at full budget, ready for the big trip.
Really? Really? So it's self-funded at this point.
It is, and
I
it's for
love
people
it.
from any demographic, any background. Like it's just meant to help you, even if it's a small trip. It's a big trip. I had an aunt who her whole dream was to go to Graceland, and she spent every year saying, next year, next year, and she never pulled the trigger on it, and she ended up passing away without leaving the state, and that was
Oh,
so regretful to me.
did you
Because
go
we
to
made it,
Graceland?
we did, we made it to Graceland, and we made it there.
Hey,
Thank you, and we made it there in less than 24 hours. And I was like, man, I wish I could have wrote to her when she was
oh.
younger, and more able, and she would have went to
Yo,
like
right now,
what.
I hope you've gone to her cemetery and just put a picture on her grave of Graceland. Like, here, baby, I did it for you, Titi.
Man, it just, I want everyone to be able to do their Graceland, whatever it is for them, whatever that
I,
big trip is.
yeah, I agree with you. Listen,
That,
bro, as a Puerto Rock, I appreciate this country, and I would definitely want to visit as many places as I can because
yes, sir.
I kind of hate hearing, oh, let's go away, let's go to all these other like unique places. But bro, home is so beautiful too.
So awesome. It's so awesome. There's so many ways to do it. You know what I mean? There's so many different avenues for it. And so we we started getting everything together. Same time the book got put together, all our
Nice.
photos from the trips, all our routes, all our expenses. We started an Instagram page, didn't tell anyone at first, just started like
You just
tagging
did it.
stuff.
Love it.
Yeah, following pages while the book's getting processed. And we waited till it picked up a little bit of steam, about a month in, and then we started inviting our family and our friends, and they saw it, and they were like, "What is this?" And we're like,
Like,
"Writing a
what?
book."
I thought you guys were broke.
Yeah,
Right.
right,
I'm pretty
right.
sure you heard that shit because I know family.
Oh yeah. We have
Like,
people
yo, you
laughing
don't
at us in the
understand. This
beginning.
works differently. This is the new wave, folks. Let me teach you how you do this.
Yeah, and we it started picking up traction fast. We're bringing in everyone we can. The book gets published. We start making it into local libraries. We're in 3 right now. We're actually trying to work out with San Antonio Library. They have 16. So once we finish that process, we're going to be in 16
Look
more.
at you, yo.
We're donating them all. We want
You're donating
just
this. Wait.
all these
Wait a
library
minute.
books.
You fucked me up just now. You're not selling these books. You're donating them.
So they're for sale. But as far as like the libraries and stuff, we just want to impact the community.
Wow,
That's
a beautiful. So wait, right now, I need this. I want to put this up. So if a library is interested in having that book on their bookshelf, who should they email right now?
We'll donate the book to them. We will ebook and paper format. They got international serial, international standard book numbers and everything. And
so right there,
they
should go to your link tree right there and get an email, right?
Yes, it just popped up. Perfect.
Right there, folks. You go right there, linktree/all48. If you have a library, again, this is powerful. This is a powerful book. Are you not listening to this man?
We'll donate.
Here's a man that has taken some chances in life, toured America.
That's
bro.
Right.
I
There's
mean,
so much stuff in this country, and
I can't imagine. I mean, what has been like the most fun spot you ever visited?
Okay, so Florida again, cool state. Just to wrap up, they got Gatorland, they got Disney World, they got Miami Beach, they got
the Florida man.
Oh, they got the Florida man. Y'all got the best Waffle Houses that there are. But in Twin Falls, Idaho, it's the #1 ranked city to defy death.
What do you mean by that?
I know, right? That's what I wanted to know.
What
You mean by that? So they have the only bridge that exists where you can base jump. People jump off and deploy parachutes and gliders and things.
No bridge, bro.
With no permit, year round.
Wait, what do you mean? You need a permit to commit suicide?
Some places,
apparently, right?
Not at Twin Falls, and there's 3. It's a small city, big town, but it's got 3 colleges all packed into it. So it's nothing but crazy college kids jet skiing, base jumping, running around shirtless. That place is intense.
You don't want to see my daddy boobs.
Oh, man. But Twin Falls is something crazy, and it's in Idaho. Never expected that. You know what I mean? Like, just came upon. Mm-hmm.
So, out of any place you've been, like Idaho has stuck out. Like, yo, these MFers are crazy.
Twin Falls, Idaho. Everyone, if you have an excuse to drive through is by Yellowstone Park anyway. Of course, New York City.
Apparently,
New York City is awesome. Went through New York at night. Made sure to get some New York pizza, New York hot dogs. I'm a hot dog
All right.
stand.
Well, what did you think of the New York pizza? Real talk. 'Cause I'm an OG New Yorker, and I always tell people you ain't have a slice and you been to your New York for real.
Oh, it was great. It was great, and it was available at 2 a.m. on like a Wednesday
That's what I'm
night.
saying.
So the city never sleeps. The city never
bro.
sleeps.
You're not
through
gonna
Times
go
Square.
hungry at no point in time, and why?
No way. And you go through Times Square, it's brighter at night than the sun is during the
Isn't
day.
it? You'd be like, God damn, turn on the lights, yo, what the fuck?
It's incredible. And so doing all this, we just added so many layers to our game and layers to the way we see things and do things and pursue goals. And now the mission is we're just reaching out. We're just reaching out. We're donating books to libraries. We've been hosting on a couple podcasts like you so graciously did. You
guys deserve it. I mean, you and your lady are doing. I mean, unfortunately, your lady's not here today, but I mean, you guys are having some fun stuff. You're touring our beautiful country. You know, again, I'm a Puerto Rican, but I'm an American too, and you know, I definitely want to do what you've done. I mean, to travel this amazing country of ours. I mean, I can't imagine the time, the scenery, the people. The different personalities within states. I mean, what is the most fun personality you've run into?
In a state?
Yeah.
Florida. Individual.
The Florida folks? Oh, no.
Florida.
Give me both. Give me the individual and then give me the state as well. Give me both.
Right.
I'll give you that.
I would give Florida as a state. Florida, it's just, man, that's where the life's at. And then
really, you got unique personalities here. Then.
Oh yes. And then individual, probably people you run into in New York. You know what I mean? Like it's all, and it's crazy because you go from New York City, where it's all the colors of the city, like 40 miles on in New York countryside, and you could almost be in Texas. You know what I mean? Like
yes.
country music playing, barbecue.
You're like, am I in the same goddamn state? You start looking around, like, what the shit is going on here?
Exactly. And so, yeah, both of them super cool. Really enjoyed it. And we're trying to help people to any capacity, whether it's a short trip, long trip, big budget, little budget. There's so many on our page. You don't got to buy the book. You can look at the page. There's so many free trips out there.
I want them to buy the book. You know, I mean, that's important because you have the stories there that people will be able to connect with, I'm sure, in this book. Yeah. Again, all 48. I mean, are you going to go outside? You know, are you going to hit Hawaii anytime soon or what was popping?
So we have Orlando coming up in February. And then at the end of 2022, we want to do Alaska, but probably an Alaskan cruise because those just look so cool.
So you know. When you do that, we're going to expect a new book, right?
The sequel. I'll probably be updating everything on the Instagram page. We host other people, and then we've been taking people on travels as well. We actually just took a friend, the one from Vegas.
Are you guys kind of a travel agency too, where they could hook up with you and let's travel together for real?
So they can reach out. We're not any kind of agency looking for any profit or anything. We just, if people want to connect and there's a way we can make it happen, you know what I mean? Then we're all for it.
So Absolutely. You'll be like that movie, The Vacation Friends. Those wild folks you hang out with only on vacation.
That's right. We've taken people down to a bunch of places here in Texas. We just took a friend of mine on an alligator hunt. We took another friend down to That's right. Yeah, alligator hunt.
Wait, you're actually hunting alligators.
He did. We were the guides. We were the support with the guides.
So he wanted some other shoes, some crocodile shoes, and he was just kind of do what he had to do.
Big time hunter, big time. And I was more in for the experience. You know what I mean? I'm looking for experiences. That's what put me on.
But how was that experience for you then? Was that the first time you went that type of hunting?
Oh yeah. That was something else. That was incredible. That was a.
Was it scary? Was there any wild moments within that?
So I filmed it. I didn't post it on the page because some people, you know, are a little.
It's an animal. It's a tough thing.
That's right.
I get it. But I get it. I understand you, William. But let's just talk about the experience. I mean, that I know we don't want to hurt the animals, but unfortunately, you know, in the history of mankind, we've always been violent creatures at the end of the day. So you can't hate it. Some people are hunters, some people are not. But let's talk about that hunter perspective because if you experience that. I think for me it's kind of a wild experience because I'm not one. I love animals. I'm not one. Other one. I would rather beat the shit out of a person before I hurt an animal. To be honest. Just
But
being
yeah,
honest there.
yeah, some of us are soldiers, some aren't, some are hunters, some aren't.
Yeah.
And on this, I was along for the ride. And actually, we actually financed this trip as a wedding present to my friend. And
so that was your
yeah,
boy. You went hunting. He went hunting.
right. This one was we took him out on it, and man, it was incredible. I mean, you live in Jurassic Park, so you know how the alligators out in Florida.
I saw a fucking black snake. It was a snake. I'm not again. I'm from New York, bro. We see rats, not snakes. You feel me? So I'm throwing out the garbage, and I see this black long thing on the fucking ground. Let me tell you, bro, that Puerto Ricans could jump because I almost landed on the roof of my car, bro. Whoa! I thought, there's a fucking snake out there. It's like, what's wrong with you?
Survival instinct. But no, it was something else, and we're taking a lot of people on a lot of experiences right now. We're taking people out all over the places. We've been going to different lakes, rivers. Yes, sir. We've been hitting places, even like controversial places, kind of like Marfa Lights. It's got a paranormal background.
Wait, did you experience anything paranormal there?
So at the Marfa Lights, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you straight.
Give it to me.
The best I can. So when you go to Marfa, Texas, the state actually has put out an observatory that's absolutely free, open 24 hours, and the lights are there every single night. They just come up and see it anytime. It's always open. It's well lit. It's got bathrooms, and then it's got an observatory that's all blacked out, so you can see out into the Chinati Mountains and experience the lights that the Native Americans talked about. There's been a lot of studies done by, I believe, A&M University, where they've done tests to show that, like, sometimes they can recreate the reflection of the lights based off highway lights, on Interstate 10 once it was put in. But the legends and the stories from the natives go back before Interstate 10 was built. And so it's been a thing. Also, reports and stuff. It's been a thing for a long time. We went to Marfa, and we went to the observatory. It was probably after midnight. It was cold. We looked out, and at first you're looking out into just black. It's so dark, your eyes are having a hard time focusing. You'll start to see like little auras, and orbs like start to kind of illuminate and fade, and you'll be like, "Do you see that?" And the person beside you. We even had strangers that also showed up to see it. We're like, "Can y'all see that?" Because we're a family. What if we're just blowing smoke? So we're asking, "Can y'all see that?" We're like, "Yeah, we see them. They're splitting in two."
Well, you're not the only one that's high right now.
and so like you'll see orbs split and merge, and they'll do different shapes and different patterns, and like they'll grow bigger and smaller, and they'll fade off where you can't see them. It's a trip. What are they? No clue. But anyone can experience it, and it's a low cost. It's completely free. You just got to pay for the gas.
Really? Wow.
So it's a great experience. But we're taking people on all kinds of experiences like that right now.
I need to ask, out of when did you decide to do the book, and what was your favorite state experience overall, just period?
Okay. So my favorite state where I'd like to live would be Portland, Maine. I love it. It's everything I want in life. It's perfect. I finished my bachelor's degree sitting on a rock, typing on my laptop on the beach. On Portland, Maine. And my wife even took a picture of me sitting there submitting my final essay. It was like symbolically perfect. Cool state, again, Florida. We're going back. Florida needs a week to itself. Texas would be a great one. There's so many different parts and biomes of Texas. But since we live here, it's very easy and accessible for us. And I'd probably like to return to California for like the redwood forest and stuff like that, because we went to Los Angeles and San Francisco. I'd also like to go to San Francisco for the Comic-Con, which is right up your alley, of course.
Because, dude, I have a ticket for next week, San Diego Comic-Con, but I just can't go this year.
Oh man! I want to go so bad. They canceled for a while because the pandemic.
COVID. But, you got to experience this.
Yeah,
I experienced it in 2019 live, and there is no other. They closed down. It's like the Mardi Gras for geeks. That's how I call it. The Mardi Gras for geeks. They closed down downtown. It's like geek fest galore. I love it.
I know it. Man, that New York Comic Con. This is another giant one.
It is great. Especially, I've experienced that, and also 2019, I got to experience my first after party at New York Comic Con
Oh, really?
at the Sony Hall. And
Oh,
I was
man.
talking to DJ Skrillex, and I didn't even know I was talking to DJ Skrillex. I'm like
man.
talking to homie, and then an hour passes, and the DJ's on. And when I look up, I said, "Damn, I was just talking to him. Oh shit, that's who I was talking to."
That's insane, man. That's so cool you met him though. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yo, bro, it was fire. They know. You listen. Please don't judge geeks, because we could party better than anyone.
Yes, sir.
That party was it was a Game of Thrones like theme party, and they had some new liquor that based on Games of Thrones. So it was free shots all night of that Game of Thrones liquor. And then Wendy decided to do a Bougie's Wendy's menu. I am talking about Fireball Frosties. Some Black Angus bacon sliders from Wendy's.
Oh man,
I'm like, this is bougie Wendy's. Like, what is this? Where the hell am I? And my boy's just dying because he's done this before. Me, I was new to that. That was my first experience in some like, A-list after party. I'm like, what in the hell? This is fire. No wonder they fucking do this.
Oh yeah, and that's something that's big on the agenda is combining cosplays and the Comic-Con with the travel.
You need to, because I gotta ask you, bro, where did you get that helmet? That shit is fire. Yo, is Deathstroke your boy?
Deathstroke, absolutely. If I could be any comic book character, it's Deathstroke. I just saw the new the cartoon Deathstroke Knights and Dragons. It's awesome.
Isn't that great? Well, which is your favorite? Because we had CW, we had movie version with Joe Manganiello, and then we got Teen Titans with Isaiah Morales, Deathstroke. We have 3 Deathstrokes all at the same time right now.
I really am looking forward to the Teen Titans. I want to let it get a little.
So you're like Isaiah Morales, Deathstroke.
Yeah, Okay. Oh yeah, and the Knights and Dragons movie was awesome. My favorite comic is Deathstroke, God Killer Sword. He squares up with Superman and Wonder Woman in that series.
Yeah. Good. Deathstroke got some big balls on him, right? For someone that's semi-enhanced, he got some big balls on him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So,
let me tell you, I'm not gonna stick to Spider-Man, Superman, or Wonder Woman like that. I mean, like, all right, like I better be very secure. And not just my manhood, but my strength. Like, because I gotta make sure, like, I gotta be able to accept that I may be possibly getting effed up right now.
Gotta get nuked by both those characters.
Could you imagine? I mean, I like Superman. Like, I'll try my best because he's too nice. He ain't gonna try to kill me, but Wonder Woman will. So I'll be much more afraid of Wonder Woman than Superman any day.
It's funny you say that. That's exactly what he says in the comic. That's exactly what he says in the comic.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't worry about him. Like, Wonder Woman, this chick will like murk you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, buddy. Yep. So,
like, you're a man. Let me cut it off right quick. Like, call me Lorena.
I was really looking forward to Injustice League. I hope that gets picked up somehow.
No, dude. Have you not seen the Injustice League animated cartoon that just came out?
No, I haven't. I got HBO Max.
Bro, your wish has come through. Please. It has come out. Injustice has come out. WB Home Entertainment, big shout out to them. They sent me the DVD. I mean, the Blu-ray. Sorry, folks. Blu-ray with a digital code. And it's like, listen, they put Superman to the test. Like, you don't want to piss off Superman in this way. And what he does in this film is like, okay, let's not piss him off. Superman, when people say that Superman is a boring character, no, he's not a boring character. You just don't know how to write him.
Good point. Know what else is coming on DVD soon, which you wrote about. You have it on your page. They need to check it out. The WB Kids, the Batman series. That was my favorite Batman series cartoon. I saw you post that. It's coming to Blu-ray.
Yes,
oh, man,
yes.
I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I already have it
based on
downloaded.
the Christian Bale, the Batman, but that won't. Listen, I'll tell you this though. That comes as probably my 3rd favorite Batman. The animated series is the 2nd. My favorite Batman series of all time, Brave and the Bold.
Oh, okay.
Bro, that had, because it showed Batman team up with a plethora of the B and C list characters of the DC universe. So you guys,
Yeah.
there was a story of Buona Beast, because he's kind of like a guy that is connected with animals. His story within that, let me tell you, you will be reduced to tears when you find out what happens. You're gonna be like,
Wow.
no, Buona. Like you're gonna have a lump in your throat as a grown ass man. Like, damn, not
Dang.
Buona, bro, not Buona. Brave and the Bold was definitely one of the, I think for me, one of the most underrated but the best Batman cartoons ever created.
Yeah. I was big on the WB version. I'm super excited when I saw you wrote about that. I was like, oh
Yeah,
man,
but
that's too
I'm
perfect.
excited
I'm
to get
buying
that
it.
DVD. I can't wait to get that shit in my
Yes.
hands, because look what I got here, courtesy of WB Home Entertainment. You were asking for Injustice. Let me tell you, look how beautiful this cover looks.
Woo!
Hey, right?
Look at that.
And then they
Nice.
also blessed me with this. Woo! The complete.
Dang.
And that's sexy. So I mean, this is great storytelling. But this movie right here, wow. I love alternate Superman stories, because at the end of the day, like, what would happen if you mess around with his family?
What, and to
What
that
can you
point,
expect to happen if you mess around with Superman's family? Like,
exactly.
you know what? I'm not the Punisher, but all of a sudden I'm the You know what? I had white gloves. Now they're black, because I'm gonna teach you something.
And to that point, right now I'm actually finishing up because they wrapped it all up. The Doomsday Clock, where it's
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan and Superman.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm finishing up. I don't know the end yet. I stepped back so they could finish, and that third, I was buying them in the bulk. You know what I mean, when they come out in volumes.
I love how he
And
does it. Yeah, a real collector,
yeah,
folks.
yeah. And so I'm the third one's on its way to me. Can't wait to finish that. Superman versus Dr. Manhattan. That's too perfect.
I mean, when did we think that there was going to be that day when they're finally going to connect, the old DC universe to the Watchmen universe? Ooh.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
definitely one of my favorite movies, because it was really very close to the comic, minus the squid. But then the HBO show fixed the squid thing real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Have you not
really
seen the
enjoyed that
TV
movie.
show?
No, I haven't. The movie came out when I was.
Bro, please,
I was
for the love of
first in high
God,
school.
when we get off this goddamn podcast, start watching The Watchmen, and you're gonna be like, "Yo, they used the squid from the book. Get out of here!" And they used it in such a smart way that you're gonna, as a fan, I think you're gonna appreciate the hell out of it.
Awesome.
All right.
I can't wait. You give me good stuff. Me and my son, we love superhero shows and
That's
superhero movies.
awesome. Yeah, you and your kid, and please put him on to the OG Titan, not this Teen Titans Go crap. Put him on to the Teen Titans.
Yes,
regular.
sir. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. That's where I first started seeing Deathstroke. You know what I mean? But of course, they call him Slade.
Wasn't that
so,
better?
like,
why did they do Go? Like, no point to do Go.
Oh man, I wish they would have brought. I thought they were going to bring Teen Titans back. They teased it, and then they just did Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go, the movie.
Right.
And I was like, oh,
fun movie
man.
though. It was fun. When they do shit like that, I give credit. They could make fun of themselves and enjoy it. And listen, anybody that's able to make fun of themselves, I respect you, because again, we're supposed to be here having fun.
Exactly.
So, talk about that all 48. So, you're saying libraries, a couple of spots. If I wanted to buy this book right now, where I gotta go?
So go ahead and click that link tree that you've linked for us. When you go there, we're on every platform. We're on Amazon, Amazon Kindle, Barnes & Noble, BookBaby, Google, the Google Store, Apple Books. We're even in Australia. We're in Germany. It's on every platform, no matter what walk of life you're following. And even if you're from a different country and you're just thinking about coming to the United States, check out our page, buy the book if you want. It'll give you a great guide for no matter where you're stopping.
Beautiful. So let me ask you, when are we getting volume 2? And if instead all 48, it's the world. When are we getting
the world? That would be incredible. That would be incredible. I would love that.
I gotta ask you, are you planning on that? Is that something that's deep in your heart to want to try?
So maybe not in another book, but we have a lot of travels already planned out. So we have Florida, then Alaska, then Thailand, like 6 months later, and then Hawaii.
We're gonna go outside the U.S.
We are. After
Awesome.
the only one that's going to get put on hold a little bit is probably Hawaii, but
Okay.
it's just because I want my son to be a teenager. I want him to be able to, try to experience everything when he goes.
Wepa, bro. You listen, bro. Then he's gonna make you a young grandfather, bro.
No, it's gonna be a repeat. He's gonna be writing volume 2, and that was a big part of why we wanted to do something like this. Something that our son growing up, being that he's from parents and a dad only 16 years older, he's got something to know that.
Bro, you can hang out with your son at the clubs when he's of age. That's how young you're gonna be.
Right now, because he's 10, where he's constantly gaming competitions. You know what I mean? He plays all
and
the
he's
time.
kicking your ass, I'm sure, right?
It's close. I'm barely staying ahead right now.
But bro, the day he beats you, he's gonna act like Bud Bundy did when he tried to shame Al.
It's over. Once I lose once, it's over. But he when I cosplayed as Deathstroke, he went as Master Chief, so we helped find him a bunch of different things.
Are you looking?
He did.
Is he looking forward to that Halo TV show that's coming out?
Yeah, and Halo Infinite, of course, also coming out. He's really looking for all that stuff. He keeps on everything. Nice. I barely dabble now, but I mean, it's
how
good.
Fun is that though? You being such a young man and having a young son like that, and being able to connect into this whole wonderful world of fandom and pop culture, and even just traveling. How do you feel about that? I know that people say, "Oh, it's crazy. You're young when you had the kid," but when you reach a certain age level, it's like, yo, I can hang out with my kid. This is my best friend, at the end of the day.
Yeah. And so while having a kid at 16 is obviously not ideal, the way our relationship has grown and the way it can be compared to how it was to my parents, just because my parents were so much, older than I was, I just love it. You know what I mean? Me and my son were so connected, and like we share so many interests and stuff.
Like you have a real like friendship almost.
Exactly. And like it's just it really is incredible. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's things you do better as you get older, but I think there's some things you do better when you're younger too. You know what I mean? Just because like almost everything he references, I'm right there with it. And
you're familiar with it. Like there was shit that I could reference to my parents, and they're like, huh? And this is why thank God I had friends, because Jesus Christ, my parents were not the most pop culture acclimated.
Exactly. My parents, I couldn't talk to them about comics, couldn't talk to them about anything.
Yeah, like that kid shit. Get out of here with that kid shit. That was their mentality back then.
Yeah, they see me doing the Deathstroke cosplay, and they're kind of like, it's not Halloween.
Like, why are you dressing up? Aren't you grown? Like, when my father saw my earrings, he's like, that's kid shit. I'm like, you don't hate because you don't have the lobes, Pop. And he almost took off his belt on me then.
Oh, man. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that Puerto Rican discipline.
Yeah, bro, the belt's a chanclas. Let me tell you, bro. God damn, bro. My mother is like super powered. He powered chanclas. Like, they follow me. No matter where I turn, that shit was he seeking.
Oh man.
Yo, bro. Good. Let me tell you. But yeah, you've been such an amazing guest. I love the journey. I love the story, bro. The fact that you're young parent. You acclimated, you went to the military, you educated yourself, you've gone on to be an author, you've traveled, you've taken chances with no money. I mean, like, bro, bless you. I mean, you've had a very fun life experience, if you will.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And we're two sides of the same coin. You're a comic book crusader, and I'm a cross country crusader. We're the same. We're doing what
crusaders, kiddo.
That's right. We're just pushing forward. You know what I mean?
I love it.
I really appreciate you having me on. I really appreciate this platform and the time you've given me.
Nah, but I appreciate you even taking time to talk to me, because you got this amazing book that we could get, right? And again, where can I buy it right now?
All platforms: Amazon, Apple, Barnes and Noble, Book Baby, everywhere. Kobo, and even if you're in everywhere,
He's pimping that book everywhere, yo. Big pimp. That's William H. right there, the big pimp himself with the fish tanks, shoe heels and all, pimping the book all over the world and on the internet, folks. Yo, check it out. Great stories of why you should appreciate this amazing country we are in as well. Because again, I know COVID fucked us up, but you know what? We all have a car. And we don't have to jump on a plane. We could jump on our car and travel the amazing beautiful country we live in, just like William has with his family,
Yes.
appreciating the sights and the gloriousness, because every state has its own culture, if you will.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, oh yeah. It's so nice. And I'll
I
tell
gotta
you what.
ask here, what was
Yeah.
your favorite food out of all of your trips? What was the favorite food you've run across thus far?
Okay, I'm gonna break this question down. I'm gonna get long-winded on this too.
Oh shit, I gotta
So
hear this.
since we're doing local franchises for every state, you know what I mean? Every state that's got a
Okay.
rare franchise and has something unique. When you get to I believe it's North Dakota, they have the Alien Grill and Bar. And you
Alien
go,
Grill.
it looks like a giant space shuttle. And the
Really?
signs, yeah, check it out on my page. We're linked to them. You can go from our page to their page. If you just look us up, all 48 on Instagram. You walk in and it's like you're in a like Area 51 museum, and then they take you to the back and you're under this giant planetarium with the stars above you. All the food and drinks are like
Word.
alien themed. There's alien, like when they grill the burger, there's an alien emblem on the burger. The
Oh,
bathrooms
nice.
the bathrooms are all solid like black.
Wait,
So it's like
wait.
you're in a space
Do you
shuttle.
have to use seashells or paper?
No, demolition man. No seashells. I wouldn't know how to use those things. I'd be walking around like Special Alone,
Yo,
getting
bro,
the
you don't want
fine.
me to scrape that shit. It'd be horrible.
But it's crazy. It's like Pizza Planet and Toy Story. Like it's like that,
Nice.
but in real life. That was our favorite
And North
franchise.
Dakota. Okay.
And they have award-winning baked potatoes. It's incredible. You know, mixed drinks, everything you could want. When I was in Portland, Maine, we were eating on a boat. You know, it's the lobster capital of the world. So we ordered.
Ooh.
I got lobster macaroni and cheese because I'm white trash. You know, I'm not cultured.
Ooh.
I'm
Nah,
not
but
cultured.
I'm a mac and cheese fan, but I just can't eat the shrimp or lobster. I wish I could. I can't. I just can't.
Yeah, and
I'm
I had a
allergic
hard
to that.
Oh, I see. I want to enjoy it more. I just don't enjoy it that much. So I got to mix it with something I love.
Now, me,
so-
it has to be bacon mac and cheese, chicken mac and cheese, hamburger mac and cheese.
Yeah,
bro.
there we go. That's better too. But it was nice because it was on a boat. In Florida, y'all have, going back to the comic book and the manga theme, in Florida, y'all have a franchise called Super Saiyan, and it's all Dragon Ball themed. Everything, the menu, Dragon Ball figures everywhere,
Really?
Dragon Ball energy drinks. Yeah,
I've been
in
here
Florida.
2 years. I've not heard of this. Yeah.
You got one in Orlando with you. It's Florida exclusive, 3 locations. Again, it's on our
What?
page. We're linked to the.
Oh, now
to
I
the
know where to
restaurant.
take my nephew for his birthday.
Do it. It's a good time, and they got a lot of clean, healthy food options. Also, help you
Really?
get nice in shape, like Goku. They
Yeah,
got
because my
figurines
daughter
there.
is a vegan, so we gotta make sure there's some vegan stuff there.
It's got all kinds of great
Really?
stuff. And so,
Nice.
yeah, it's a Florida exclusive. That's another highlight that sticks with me. But my absolute favorite restaurant of all time, and I'm biased, and I know I'm biased, and it's too bad, everyone, because I'm the guest. I got asked. It's Pluckers here in Texas.
Pluckers.
Wing
What is
Bar
that?
It's a wing bar, the best wings that exist, the best fried food that exists. If you want to come to Texas and just gain some weight, you'll walk out of the restaurant 3 pounds heavy.
So you're telling me that if I go to Pluckers, Almega wouldn't even look the same?
Almega, they will. Yep.
I'll be Omega, all right.
Pluckers is the best, and that's just all
Pluckers
there is to
Wing
it.
Bar. Holy
That's
shit!
right. That's
so I
right.
see they got Austin, DFW, Houston, Baton Rouge, San Antonio, San Marcos, and Killeen.
Yes, sir.
Where do you
Amazing
go?
Restaurant. So mostly, I started in Fort Hood when I was deployed up there. I found out my last day of being stationed at Fort Hood that it existed. Come to San Antonio, they didn't have one yet. So I just found this incredible restaurant. Can't have it for like a year and a half till they they expanded in San Antonio. And now we're there all the time. We got that on our page. We actually have we went and got so many points at the restaurant. They actually put me and my wife's name. They have like a
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like a year Hall of Fame. We got our names on there. Like
holy
goofballs.
shit, bro! Customer
we
of the
love
year,
it.
bro.
We love it.
Bro, they got fried cheese, blue cheese potato chips, waffles and cheese, chips and Pluckers nachos with his tortilla cheese with chicken, queso, honey, barbecue sauce, red onion. Oh my god, bro!
And look, there's something for you in there. Holy Mac, fried macaroni and cheese. It's incredible.
Wait.
Holy Mac. It's made for Almega.
Wait, did you just tell me fried mac and cheese?
Yes, sir. Fried mac and cheese.
All right.
And
when you go to New York, have you visited Mama's Empanadas?
No, I haven't.
Mama's Empanadas makes all types of mac and cheese empanada. cheeseburger empanada, pizza empanadas, beef, chicken. I mean, whatever goddamn stuffing you want. And it's either fried or baked. So mac and cheese must be baked. You will never eat a better empanada in your life. Mama's Empanadas, New York. It's in Steinway, Astoria, Queens. Please. That's the one that I would go to because when Almega was drunk and I wanted to get cured, it was either pizza or Mama's Empanadas.
Oh man, that's perfect. Perfect.
Bro,
Thank
you would love it.
We're adding it all to the list now.
Yeah, but I would love it. And hopefully we could hook up and we could eat that and record ourselves eating a mac and cheese. Because I tell people about a mac and cheese empanada, they're like, stop lying, Al. I'm like, no, I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, a baked one.
Pictures or it didn't exist.
I couldn't take a picture because I bit into it once. There's just no way I was gonna pause to take a picture.
It's gone.
I'm not one of those Instagram motherfuckers. It's like I'm gonna eat my food, bro. I have no patience to wait. For picture. Let me make it look pretty in the light. Nah, bro. Food is meant to be eaten.
It's gone. especially when you've been throwing back a couple. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's munchy time. And
right.
The best one, I went to a pizzeria in Williamsburg, and this pizzeria has a lasagna slice. But the funniest part of the experience is that you would walk in drunk, and the pizza man talked like Mario from the Super Mario Brothers. He's like, welcome to the pizzeria. How many you want? 2 or 3, 1 or 2. You attend me and I got you. You do know how many you want? I'm like, I swear to God, I'm like, I looked at my wife. I'm like, am I fucked up? Or is he sounding like Mario? She's like, nah, he's sounding like Mario. Thank you. Like, yo,
both.
Yo, that lasagna slice is the bomb diggy, bro. Man, if you never had a lasagna slice in your life, you better get one like right now.
New York's a place to get it. I think New York's a place where I got it.
Yeah, it's the water, bro. Ain't no better pizza. I don't give a shit. And people try to challenge me for Chicago.
That's right.
Screw your deep dish pizza. You didn't have a slice until you got to New York. I don't give a shit. I've tried your crap. It's too bready. Too bready. Yeah, I'm starting wars here, William. That's what I'm doing. William is listen. William is just here as a bystander. Please don't hold him accountable for anything. Nah, brother. But I love the energy, man. I love the book. You know, I can't wait to check the book out and even more stories, bro. I can't wait till you start traveling the world and start telling us those stories. Please, I want you to know that Comic Crusaders is your home. So when you start traveling, even outside of state, and that book turns from all 48 to all world. Come back so we can start talking about all your amazing experiences outside of the U.S., man. I mean, God bless you and your lady that couldn't be here today and your kiddo. I mean, I can't wait to hear these stories. I want to see, is your kid going to get involved at any point in time within the experience?
If he wants to. Like I say, he was on the second, third, and fourth trip. So he got all those states. He got Canada. Nice. He got all that locked in. And he's going to be on all the future journeys. That's kind of that's why Orlando is next, because he's 10, about to be 11. That's a perfect time to take him to Disney World.
All right, so make sure to hit me up when you're here, kiddo, man, so that we can have a drink or two and have a cheers to the awesomeness of what the Hollingworth family is doing. You know what? The Hollings with an S, y'all the ghetto ones, because this is the man that's really doing the real business out here. All right,
we're going to turn it around.
Hey.
We're going to turn it around. And I'll tell you what, if anyone reaches out to me, and they say they're from Comic Crusaders podcast, I'll give them the first 5 books for free. The first 5 people reach out to me, free book, free shipping. Just reach out to me on our email or Instagram for listening to Comics Crusaders. We'll send 5 books your way.
Take advantage, family. Take advantage, family. This is a great deal. Hope you're gonna get educated and hopefully appreciate this wonderful home that we live in. You know, he's showing you like why we should appreciate home too. And again, not just that, because he served too. So thank you again for serving. You know, thank you for sharing of yourself and that awesome journey of yours. I mean, folks, you see, he went from being a young parent, didn't give up. You know, him and his lady, you know, he went military route. His lady went journalism, education route. And they're both doing great things. They have an amazing book out right now. They're traveling the country. They're sharing their experiences. I mean, listen, if they could do it, so can you. Everything
That's
is
right.
possible in this beautiful country that we live in, this beautiful world of opportunity. I mean, so appreciate what you got. And, shout out to William, man. Again, like, please,
you.
if you have any questions, I'm pretty sure he'll be more than happy to answer anything. Follow him on Instagram, all_48_and_beyond. That's the big homie. But, most importantly, go to the link tree right there, linktree/all48. All right.
Yes,
And you're going to
yes,
see, I get access to everything. And with that, I'm Al Mega with this amazing world traveler over here, the one and only Mr. William Hollingworth. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. Much love, Al. Much love, everyone.
Much love, kiddo. Wepa! Let's do it. Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.